Welcome back to Global News Morning. This will warm your heart. Yeah, we're talking waterfront properties with our real estate guru, Matt Lee. It's that time where people are going to be putting them up for market. A lot of people looking to buy. It's always a hot seller in our region, and Matt is
Yeah,
here to explain what you need to know about putting them on the market, interior and exterior. Good morning, Matt.
good morning. Yeah, we're getting to that time. It's going to start changing to spring. The snow is going to start to go away. The birds are going to start to chirp a little more, and then the weather's going to start to warm up. So when that happens, we find that our waterfront market kicks into overdrive.
Painting and decluttering is a good place to start with any property.
That's correct. So I mean, whether it's an in-town property or out-of-town property, we're talking about the waterfront. The painting and decluttering is just let's start with the house, and then as the snow goes away, we'll start working our way outside. But let's declutter that house. Let's touch up those trims. We'll talk about the painting because you want that waterfront property to be, in my opinion, light and bright is
Mm.
really because you want lots of light coming in. You want a lighter color of paint so that it's bouncing off the walls, feels nice and fresh, open.
And people are going to be looking at the dock. They'll be keeping their boats and things there.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about getting the dock ready. As soon as we start to roll outside, you want to be putting the raft in. You want to be doing the dock and getting that part of the property staged and get that ready as well, so that they do feel like they're rolling into summer.
And if anyone's going to be buying a waterfront property, keep me in mind for maybe a weekend sometime down the road.
An
I'm just saying.
Airbnb.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to talk about the landscaping and the lighting. So basically, if you have perennial gardens that you've let, basically just die off, I think that cutting them down, getting them ready to regrow, I would probably have that ready. Grass will turn green very, very quickly.
Mm.
I would have the exterior lighting taken care of, having the landscaping set up where maybe you have a fire pit and you start putting chairs out and you have kind of that outdoor living setup, because waterfronts tend to have that more, where you have the couches and you have the chairs and you have the fire pit. So you want to talk about that setup. And then we have lighting, and then the lighting outside, so that you're at night, you might actually have a lamppost that's out in the garden, or you might have lights that are along the side of the houses. Make sure that they are turned on, for showings, and that they are able to function, because sometimes outdoor lighting sometimes needs some maintenance. I think that they need to be up and running properly.
When do you turn the water on when you're dealing with a cottage or any waterfront property?
Yeah. As soon as, I mean, I would say May 2/4 weekend, because I would say that you're getting to the point that there's not going to be any more frost. I think that we get to the point where right now the lines have been blown out. You're safe in regards to any cracking. I would wait until that chance of freezing is done, and then I'd put it in.
People are going to be looking at the waterfront. You want to clean that up as well.
Yeah. So there's a few rules when it comes to this, and we talk about it whether it's the Rideau Canal or I grew up where the Trent Canal had the Conservation Authority. You got to make sure that you can, you're not going to be able to replace certain things. St. Lawrence is a little more lenient, but you want to make sure you fall within those guidelines. But making sure that it's nice and tidy is the best way to go. So I would say that having that ready, you're staging the interior of the house, but you're also staging the waterfront side. So that's the main thing.
Well, one could have a beautiful waterfront, but you don't even see it if your windows are dirty in the cottage.
That's right. So I think that having your windows cleaned before listing the property anywhere is a good idea.
Mm.
But it is definitely crucial when you have a waterfront property. Somebody's walking into the house and they want to see where they see the waterfront from inside the house. If those windows are dirty because it's just winter, we do have that happen. That is going to, in my opinion, hurt the seller in the long run. I think that you should have it set up so that the windows are clean and it looks crisp and ready to go. I think it's just as imperative as painting.
And as always, speak to a professional for tips and guidance.
Yeah, I think that now is the time. I mean, if you have any questions and you have a waterfront and you're thinking of selling, give me a call, because I would think that we start now. It gives you a month in advance, and it gives you lots of time, and it's not stressful.
Matt Lee, we thank you so much. You be well, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Take care.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.